Thanks for tuning in to my brand new Minecraft series. After a long hiatus, I'm ready to jump into more blocky action with 101 new ideas. Thanks for rocking with me all year long and enjoy the series. Okay, so I want to do an angle. I've decided that's what's going to happen, okay? So on this level down here, it's going to be a stair. You know, it's going to be like a landing right here, and then it's going to go down, and it's going to go back up toward this way. But the whole side over here is going to be at an angle. So it kind of looks like half of a heart, kind of, not really. But I want to see if I can make this work, if I can somehow get, like, windows over here. You know, working at an angle in Minecraft is never really... It works, but it doesn't work unless you really know what you're doing, which I don't. So we'll see how far I can get with this whole thing here. So an idea I just got basing things off of how I know them in my real life. If there is for some reason going to be like a wooden column right here for like support. Let's say this go. Oh, actually, that's an issue. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because I want to have this go down here. Basically, I'm having this be like this. Let's just see what you have to say. Anything? No. Okay, cool. They never really do nowadays anyways. But I want to have a door up on a higher level here. So let's say we go with the acacia door, because why not? We'll keep it spicy, right? That's not what I want. Let's go with the oak just to keep it standard. Standard and spicy, two separate things here. So let's say the deck is going to be like basically kind of like a farmer's porch, if that makes any sense, if you know what I'm talking about. So a farmer's porch basically wraps all the way around the front of a building. That way, I guess you can see everything going on around the area. I don't really know why it's called that, but I know it's a very desirable thing for a lot of people. So I will see if I can replicate that here. It's going to be only a little bit off the ground here, which may seem a little redundant, but you'll pick up what I'm putting down in just a second here. So let's say this goes, actually this should be one less all the way through, ideally. Can I pull that off? Let's see. No, because this is going to be a bit too close to where I feel like this should end up being. You know what? That's fair. You know, coming down the stairs toward this way. No, it's not. Okay, no. It needs to be like one more out toward this way. It needs to go all the way up toward here. And you know what I could do is like change up the roof over here. I don't know how I want to do this quite yet. But again, I'm going to figure it out, all right? So I'm going to keep this just the way it is over here. Going to extend this by one more over toward this way, okay? So it's going to be just like this. The porch is going to go through here. So let's say this is the wall of the house. This is 4 wide. Yeah, let's make it 4 wide. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole area is going to be filled in. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. But this is going to get kind of weird in just a second here, because eventually it's not going to be just as wide as you think it's going to be. It's going to be a little bit less than that. You'll see what I mean here. This might eventually get replaced with glass as well. I don't know. Or do I even want to do a farmer's porch? Is there really a point in doing that? I don't know. Because if this is going to be a wall over here, especially if it's made out of glass or something like that, I don't really need that. So we're gonna ixnay that for right now. But I am going to continue it on the front side here, and you'll see what I mean right here. So let's grab those fences just like before. We'll go with the birch fence just to, you know, keep things looking a bit different here, you know. Keep it looking pretty stellar. I want to have a 3 wide gap here, okay? So that's going to go all the way up toward here. The columns are going to be 3 high. 1, 2, 3. And then we can have it 1, 2, 3. I don't want to have it like too close to the other side too. That's a pretty good height right there, right? Yeah, it's coming together. It's looking good. Let's say I have a window right here. Actually, we'll make this 2 wide right there. So that'll be 2 wide right there. That will close off. Or we can even make that 3, but we'll keep it. We'll just keep it that way for right now. And the overall height is going to be another thing to factor in as well. Okay. So we'll cover that up. And I'll eventually put glass panes in here just to make everything look uniform. But that's going to be the front entrance right there. Is that symmetrical on each side? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, it is. That is symmetrical. So right when you're walking up to the building from this side right here, it's going to be symmetrical. Cool. Cool beans. Alrighty. So let's say that's the wall right there. Now for this, instead of using glass panes, we're going to have to use actual glass itself if I want to do a whole open area right here. Now I could make this a whole entire glass wall, which I'm currently doing, but that could change right here. And it's gonna kind of drop down right here as well. So I'm just gonna leave that. Nope, that's not a door. Oh well, I want to leave this just like that. So I don't want to have this the same height as this whole thing here. I want it to kind of come down just a little bit, but not that far. Let me see if I can convey what I want to do here. Let's say it starts out right here. That's the ceiling, and then the ceiling ends right here. So this is the actual height for this area here. You kind of get what I'm saying? Kind of picking it up here, maybe. That goes up here. So that way you have the same look all the way through here, even though this looks kind of jaudy. It looks a little weird. But again, rolling with the punches here, meowing it out, as the kids would say, as I have not said for a while. Been trying to let the cat relax a little bit. You know, a lot of meows have been meowing it out. You know, the cat's getting a little exhausted, so you got to make sure you let the kitty cats sleep just fine there, which obviously this house will be full of cats very much so very soon, but not right now because it's still under construction, and boom, there we go. So this looks like a pretty cool open area here. But it's missing like a front yard sort of a deal. I feel like this whole area would be the front yard. So let's say I want to have a situation where, you know, you come down toward this way. This is the actual yard where, you know, all the kids would be playing. You know, the dog can be let out here. Very nice open area here. Let's say this continues all the way through this way and connects to the bunny. Just might end up being trapped there. I don't know yet. But let's say it goes all the way toward this way. I'm going to make it in a similar fashion to what we did before with the farm. It's not going to be totally, you know, incredibly well managed here. It's going to be kind of placed kind of jottily because I want to have some uniqueness to this area. I don't want to have it just be boxes and whatnot everywhere, but I want to have it also make a little bit more sense if you catch the drift. So we'll continue this through here. And then on the inside here, we can add a couple of trees and whatnot. It's kind of reminding me of what my aunt and uncle's house kind of looks like. It's a very big open house with a couple of trees in the front. Make it look all nice and cool, right? You know? Except their house is actually kind of on a hill, so it's a bit bigger in terms of actual, you know, structures and whatnot. And it's a much bigger footprint overall. We'll make this kind of look a little more symmetrical, or not symmetrical, but a bit more uniform, I should say. That way, when you're looking at it from up above, it still makes sense. But like over here, having this one square area is kind of redundant, so we can go just like that. And I feel like, you know what? We're going to pop this off right here. We're going to continue kind of make it a bit more circular as much as you can in Minecraft, right? So let's go over here, and boom, there we go. That's a bit more like it. All right, cool. Make it a bit more rugged. So that's our front lawn area here. That we can customize just a little bit here. So let's say we go with bone meal, because the lawn hasn't been mowed in quite some time right here. And we're going to go with a oak tree over here. Now, what I'm actually going to do is make this a bit more custom. We're going to make a custom oak tree in the front. So if I have this tree right here, and it's going to go and be a fairly big tree. It's going to be much bigger than a standard oak tree. It's going to be 3 high underneath, so you can look up kind of into it here. So if we do this just to start and make it go outward. So when you're making a tree, you want to make sure that you cover each of the sides here and make it look symmetrical like a standard Minecraft tree would look. But an oak tree is definitely going to be a bit bigger than anything else you're really going to do here. So, you know, you're basically kind of upscaling what an oak tree would be without making it look too manufactured, which is kind of a a unique balance to strike there. So make sure you do that just right there. So let's say it goes up higher here. Okay. Kind of a, odd-looking tree right now. We'll try to work on this right here. Okay, that looks pretty good, right? That's a pretty good style oak tree. Maybe, like, make it one shorter there. Yeah, that's pretty good. You can't really see through it, and it's definitely a manufactured tree, but it doesn't look too out of place with everything else that's around here. So we'll leave that just as it is. Again, some bone meal down here. We're going to plant actual flowers around here too. This bunny has kind of accidentally been stuck or caught inside of here, so I guess we have an albino bunny right in the front here, so that's cool, but it technically could escape through here. Whichever happens, it's fine. Not too asphyxiated on the bunny being here forever. It's okay, I feel like there should be some sort of separation between these two rooms right here, but I don't know why, I wouldn't know why that would be the case. So I'm just going to leave this as it is right here. I don't know what to do for, like, a window right here. I feel like there could be, like, an outside deck, like, for a barbecue or something like that. If there were, if this were a big home sort of a deal. I don't know. I'm going to take a few seconds to brainstorm what I want to do here. Maybe clean this up a little bit. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, give me a minute. Okay, so there's a chandelier right there, because why not? And I feel like there needs to be some variety of types of wood in here. So, and there needs to be something to be done right here. But I don't know what I could do. I could add like a... not like a bunk bed situation, but like a separate semi-floor to this or something. I don't know. But it definitely feels very empty and hollow right now, and I don't like it. So I'm going to try my best to make things look a little better here. I'm going to make a dark oak couch right here, because, like, I don't want to have it be like the guy in solitude chilling out by the fireplace with no one, I want to have it be like a sort of a family affair here, right? So, like, ideally this is where, like, the Christmas tree would go during Christmas time. It'd go right in the corner right there, overlooking the whole snowy plain around here, overlooking all this over here. You have access to the outside, things like that. But I don't know. Well, okay, so in terms of a variety over here, so something I've always wanted actually in my own house when I get one day is to have kind of this breakfast nook type area. So if you pop out toward this way here, right, it basically jots out of the house ever so slightly like this. It's kind of what I want to do, like that, and this is where, like, the Thanksgiving dinner would kind of take place. So I've had this vision in my head of what the layout of my house, my future house, would be since, like, the 6th grade, like a long time. I remember being in my like a technical education class, and they had us work with this computer program that at the time was professional grade software back in 2006 that, you could use to make blueprints to a house and whatnot. And I had this idea of the layout of what it would all look like, but that would involve it being, like, for a whole family's worth, not necessarily for Minecraft purposes. So let's pretend that, eventually I'll have that house if I am able to build that sort of house, because that sort of thing would definitely take a whole boatload of money to pull off. And, actually, it wouldn't be too bad, but it would be enough that it's like, yeah, this is probably not going to happen for quite a while, Enough to house, like, a couple of kids, the wife and all that. So a lot of these times with these nooks over here, let's say, like, the table is this big coming out toward... Get out of here. You're not welcome at the dinner table, sir. No Skelebros at the table. Only humans, please. We'll, plant that over here, another one over here. Let's say we have this and this. It's kind of uneven right now in terms of, like, having having the signs on each side and whatnot, you can't actually have 2 signs on one block right here. So I can't place that one right there. So I'm just going to leave that for right now. So, you know, actually, no, we can separate these two a little bit more. We'll pop these over here. Yeah, there we go. So that way we can actually create, not that there, but we can create some arms for the chairs here. So that, yeah, because technically this takes up the whole block right here. You can't place another one. So keep that in mind too. There we go. Okay, so that's a pretty good looking table right there. Now we're going to extend this right here. So this is really just a small little area, but I feel like I could add to the roundness of it if I got some stairs here. So let's go back to the stairs. Make this a bit more curved right here. You'll see what I mean in just a second here. It'll make it look a bit better. And there we go. So yeah, this happens sometimes in it's just an architectural style, I feel like. I have not seen these as much recently, but it's a thing that I think looks pretty cool. It's a cool little aesthetic here. It kind of pops out of the side of the house here, so you get a nice front window view of what's going on over here, you know? So let's say we have this here. So this technically blocks that. Okay. That's pretty good, right? Cool. We'll pop that over there. And so, yes, the window technically does not connect to any of the wood there, but I think that's acceptable. I think that's going to be fine. I don't think any of you are going to have an issue with that. Going to be up in arms over, oh, Brian, it doesn't connect. It's like, whatever. But that's a pretty cool little seating area. You know, having a nice family dinner maybe, huh? You know, it's pretty good. All right, so it's right by the fireplace and everything. So let's, you know, we're gonna change up the wood style here. Let's go, obviously not with cobblestone because that'd be very uncomfortable. We'll go with oak over here. You know, make sure when you're making whatever you're making that you change up the color of the wood because you want to have it be something that, you know, looks good and makes sense. You want to change up the variety every once in a while. So we'll have one chair over here. Okay. And actually, somebody found a way in Pocket Edition to make these chairs, like, able to be sat in with a minecart underneath it and whatnot. It's actually very impressive the way that ended up working out. I cannot do that here because this is not the Pocket Edition, but that is a thing you can do. So, what else am I missing here? Obviously, you can convey a TV in Minecraft if you really wanted to, but I feel like that's kind of beside the point here. This is a little open area here. So I got an idea just now to do like a Lego display because that's what I would obviously have in my house. But like, I don't know how I'd even begin to make that be a thing. So I'm going to, I guess, just leave this blank for now until I figure something else out. In here's the map room. This is where the bedroom is going to be. Yeah, I guess I'll just seal off this whole wall right here. I'm going to make this a bit more interesting. I'm not going to have it just be a big glass wall. You know, I want to make it look a little more unique than that. So we'll pop all these in here just for now, just to cover it all up. And then we can see where all the torch light distribution is as well. So obviously we're going to probably need some more light around here. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Wait, is that... Does that work? Okay, yeah, I guess that kind of works, right? Yeah, but I feel... Do I want to... Like, I feel like there should be some opening to... There should be something over here, right? It shouldn't just be a blank wall or just windows, you know? But what could I put over here? I feel like, yeah, this is where, like, the garage would be. In a way, you know, if you put the... This is kind of a weird-looking house. And I'm not even finished over here yet. But, like, I'll finish this off while I kind of brainstorm in my own head. But I feel like that would be an area where the garage, in theory, would be. So maybe I should try that. We're going to look at the other stripped materials here. We'll go with the stripped birch log, because why not, right? And kind of continue what we were doing before. Yeah, because this technically still does not have a roof right now. It's just the way it is right here. So we still got to customize the roof. But what would a garage be in Minecraft? Technically, it would be like a horse stable. But I don't want to have the horses separate from, you know, inside of there. because we don't need any horses anymore. They're kind of all set. They're all kind of accounted for. So, I don't know. I will figure out what I should do there. Let's get some stairs over here. That way you can actually walk up this area without needing to, jump anywhere. Obviously, you don't want to jump and do things. Oh, what I could do is make some shrubs. So if we get some shrubs for the spruce leaves here, technically, you can place these all throughout here, and that works just perfectly fine here. Now, this reminds me of my aunt's house. This is how it's actually set up out front. But, the fence does not connect with this over here, so that's cool. So you have a little front area here. That's pretty sweet. You can even have a whole set of chairs out here. So you're looking out on the deck. So we'll just have two, just as a little seating area, if you will. So that's the outside of the house right now. I mean, it looks pretty good. This looks solid. I really like this look over here. It's a little tall, but it makes sense with the windows being that tall over there. And yeah, I'm not sure what I want to do over here. Do I even want to do anything? Should I just cut this off right here and have that be a front area? But you want to be able to access this to get outside. You know what I'm going to do? A pool. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to carve out where this hypothetical pool would be and plant that right into the ground there. I thought of actually doing an above ground pool. Because why not? But I feel like if I have, tons of books everywhere and chandeliers and whatnot and the architectural style of this house, I feel like I could, at that point, be able to afford a standard-sized pool over here. So, although it doesn't make sense for it being a winter biome and, at all, I guess it'll still work in the meantime. So, I'm going to do that and basically deck out the whole inside for the smooth stone, which smooth stone obviously takes a lot of resources to actually use, but it's still something within our wheelhouse still. So I'm going to dig. It's going to be too high right here, so it's going to be a 5-foot pool. So if you imagine your standard Minecraft avatar being 5'9", which is what I am, the average height for a guy, and I believe humans in general is 5'9". So typically pools are 6 feet or 5 feet. They're not too big at all. So basically, yeah, the whole inside here is going to be smooth stone. And you may say, Brian, well, how are you going to prevent the water from, freezing? Because you're in a biome where that happens. Well, great question. Glowstone is hopefully going to solve that problem. I will show you what I mean in just a second here, but let me replace all of the inside here with the smooth stone and get rocking and rolling here. And once again, I'm going to remind you the way that you can properly place water into an area right here. You don't need to fill up every single block within here. You just got to fill up the whole section around the side. So if you take a source water block to every single block around here, then the whole thing is going to fill in just like this. Right? Give it a second here. There you go. No? Right here. No? I'm missing a couple of blocks here. Give it a second. Give it a second. It should all connect. Give it a moment. No, that's not what I'm looking for. No. Hold on. No? Go. Go. And it's obviously freezing around here, so that's not good. It should work. Come on. Go. Go. Not going to work? Go. Do what I want you to do. There it is. Okay, cool. So that's what I wanted it to do before. Now, the glowstone solution might be right down here. So if I illuminate this whole section down here, right? Let's say I do this, right? That, in a way, should be able to illuminate. Oh, it's going to cover in the middle, too. Okay, well, that's an issue. I mean, I can still put the glowstone down here. Yeah, it's not going to work. That stinks. All right, well, I don't know what I should do to cover that up for this biome. Man, this biome is just awful. I really am hating it more every single day that I have to deal with the biome. But you know what? That was my decision way back when to do that. And you know what? Oops. So let's do this. And I don't know if this will reduce any of the surrounding ones, but now that I have it in place, yeah, no. Definitely not going to help. All right, but hey, at least it's all lit up over here. It looks pretty cool from above, so that's pretty sweet. Let's not focus on that right now. Let's get a diving board in here. So we're going to go with some stone, because obviously what works better with a diving board than some nice stone over here. So we'll go with this right over here. All right, and then a ladder over toward this side. Get a ladder, bit of action happening there, 1, 2. And then I guess that's fine, right? You can hop up on here and then dive right in. And then, boom, there you go. It's not deep enough to dive in because it you know, you might, in theory, hurt yourself. But we're not going to worry about that right now. Not right at this second. So, what can I do? I could place, like, a tent over everything, but I feel like that's a bit overkill. Because this is not going to work. All right, so I solved the problem. Way up in the sky. So if you're all the way down here and you look up into the sky, you will not see anything. You'll see a giant floating platform. But I'll use it for something eventually. But basically, as long as something is blocking the very, very top of this area, nothing will spawn in terms of ice or anything like that. So this should, in theory, still be okay. You know, water should not turn into ice like this. And I'll use that platform for something up there akin to what we did over there. You know, I'll create some sort of floating home. I don't know. But we'll figure it out. So, that's a unique solution to that problem, I would say, right? That's pretty good. So let me get some torches while we have some nighttime here. Figure out what the torch situation should be around here. Put one over here. Put one here. I feel like there should be some sort of light around, you know, the table, but I don't know what would quite work just yet. We'll light up this whole area here. That way it looks all beautiful on the outside perimeter. Okay. And then bam, bam, bam. All right. Torches right here to light the way. Beautiful. Now the issue is going to be torches over here. I feel like there should be something here. I feel like that's a bit incomplete, and it looks very odd from the outside. Let me figure out what I want to do for this here first. I feel like the entryway should be over here. We can have some sort of windows over here, but I don't want it to be like a massive window. So let's say it starts like right here, and then the window, you know, this is going to be a whole, you know, just standard wall. You know, this is where parts like the bathroom would come into play and be able to figure out where that's all going to go. But obviously we don't need that in Minecraft, so it's kind of, you know, pointless. I'm just going to grab that glass pane right there. I'm going to destroy that skeleton before I forget. I'm going to plop that all down here. And I could make some furniture for the outside. I'll probably do that at some point eventually. Plop that all in there. Aim for the standard blocks when you're placing down glass panes, because otherwise you're aiming for just that one little part right there. That doesn't work. It doesn't register it as like a full block for you to actually aim that aspect on, so keep that in mind. We'll grab the door, plop that over to here. Actually, we'll swap this out. Do this. Bam. That way you can get outside right here, and it's totally okay. I feel like you wouldn't want to walk out to just grass immediately. So we'll plop this, enter through here. We'll have like 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you have a little bit of a transition here. Boom, look at that, right? Yeah, that looks good for now. I'll change stuff up eventually. But I will bring back the bone meal here. I'm going to grab some oak saplings. That way I can have an actual tree here spawning in naturally. Pop that right over there. Boom, there we go. There's one. And then one more for good measure over here. Bam, there we go. So I guess I really should have just left the oak tree to do its thing, because that one kind of stands out a little bit. But you know what? It's whatever. Block, or hopefully not block out the view in there. Yeah, no, you can totally see everything. You're fine. All right, so that looks pretty good for right now. Let me figure out the style for the roof, and that should do it. All right, I think this looks pretty good for a roof. This similar style to what we've done before. You know, have this all go over this way. I don't like that right there. That kind of looks odd, but underneath here is like that. And that's like the inside of the house right there. So I kind of messed up there a little bit, unfortunately. But I'll plop that back down. And there's no other... I mean, I could do... there's nothing really else I can do to, like, cover that up, right? I don't think so. I think it's just kind of stuck that way. So let's say I... well, it's going to be one sticking out toward this way all the way through here around the sides. And it's not actually on the side over here. It's not sticking out here, so it's kind of a weird direction this is all going in here. Do I want to have that going out toward that way? Might as well. So it's kind of like what we've done before, but up here it's going to get a little interesting too. This I feel like could stay this way. Yeah, we're going to keep that just like that. We're going to leave it. It's fine. Don't even worry about it. It's good. It's all good by me. Yeah, I don't know what to do up here. Maybe I could have just the wood facing this way. That might be a bit of a differential overall. Or maybe, you know, the fact that the roof could be sticking out by one could help, like, define it a little bit better. So let's say it goes through here, right? So it's like facing two separate directions. It kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. And let's say that goes there, that goes there. Yes, there we go. Cool. I like the look of that, kind of. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that works. All right. Well, let me do that style all throughout the top of the roof here and see how I like it. How does that look? It looks good. Yeah, that adds a little flair to it, right? Looks pretty good. I still don't like that there's a big empty space right there. But I don't know what else I could add. And by the way, this is not what I had in mind for, like, my house in, like, 6th grade, just so you know. That's not what this is. It's just a Minecraft house that kind of takes some liberties with that, but it's not the same thing. Just so you know, because there obviously wouldn't be a big space there with no windows or anything like that. Is there anything I can put over here to make it look good? I don't know. Because you don't put paintings on the outside of a house, clearly. This thing is finally dying over here. Thank goodness. And this is still kind of bothering me. This is still kind of bothering me. There's no reason for that to really be there. Is there any way I can fix this? I feel like there is. I definitely feel like there's something I can do about this. Let me try stairs over here. Yeah, you're really seeing the thought process here. So we'll grab these. Okay, so what's the one I want to eliminate? It's this one right here. I want to get rid of this. I don't want this right here. This is a no dice. That's a no-fly zone. Okay, no-fly zone over here. Yeah, so this is technically going to be just like this. It's going to be like this all the way through here. Okay? And then all the way through that side. So, cover that up with that and that with that. Yeah, that'll do it. Cool. I fixed the problem. So that way, it all still looks uniform on the outside there, and on the inside, you know, it still matches the wood colors and whatnot, and it fits very cohesively. Very nice. Very nice. All right. So you'll see what I mean right over here. Boom. So now I can get rid of that, and there it's all level. Look at that. Solving problems since 1996, baby. That's how it's done. Speaking of problem solving here, I could, in theory, just do this all the way through here. Let me remove all these. Make it a bit more like a nook on this side as well. And it still looks the same on the inside except for right there, but that's okay. I'll go back on the inside and fix it right now. I was going to break through the roof right there, but I feel like that would mess it up even more. Yep, so I just do what I did before, and boom, there we go. There's our little nook. I'm going to make it look a little bit better by changing up the top there. I'm going to add a slab right there, so it's technically a half, but it makes it a bit more uniform. Cool, so you get the idea. I'll add that there. Okay. Yeah, you see it just kind of fits a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. There should be some other light source here. Maybe that could get moved over, whatever. I'll tweak things as they go. But for that outside portion, I don't think anything can go there. And then for outside here, you know, you have the doorway right here. You have the windows. This looks like a fairly complete house right here. Only thing I have to do now is actually move my stuff from there and bring it over here. So let me do that in survival mode and end off this series for now. It will obviously return because we have not done 100 things to do in Minecraft. We've only done, you know, not 101. I don't know how many we've done at this point. I don't keep track until things are actually all said and done here. So all this stuff is getting scrapped, as you can see here. I can actually, okay, no. I could toss it back if I were in creative mode, but no. So we'll basically be starting right from square one here once we get back into the swing of things. But the thing that is going to move first is going to be the bed, and we'll make a crafting table and do all sorts of other stuff too. So now this is officially broken down here. My spawn is no longer there. Oh no, how will I ever survive? When will I be able to find my way back and actually repair everything? I don't know. I'm so lost. But all right, we'll make a crafting table, and we'll make a furnace, because we can obviously never have enough of those everywhere, right? So we'll grab that. Is there anything else essential that we need? A chest, probably. Just a singular chest over here, or two, might as well, right? Let's see. Everything else is down here. All the utility stuff is over here. We're going to bring a puppy with us. We'll bring one of the kitty cats with us as well. That way the house can become a home. Because obviously you want to have some life form in there. So I'll grab this. Grab our trusty Sword of Justice as well, because there's still that skeleton in there. Don't want to deal with him. So I'll give you an overall look at what we have accomplished so far in 101 Things to Do in Minecraft. So each of these two structures has been built and decorated accordingly. We have 2 of almost every animal, which is awesome. We have sanctuaries for all of these different animals, so it all worked out very well. I don't know why they're all crowded over here, but whatever. Hey, kitty cat, you can come over here, hang out with me. And actually, I'm going to get some name tags on the way back. We can name these 2 so they can be inside the house, and they will follow me. Don't worry. They'll respawn in just a second here. So we've, renovated the entire farm area, made a floating mushroom, mycelium platform. We've made the giant snowman. We made, the swole man, I should say. My sincerest apologies. How could I be so negligent in saying that it's a swole man, of course. We have explored many biomes, many biomes, many more biomes to explore. We have found so many hidden treasures, explored the end to a degree that I never thought we would, because of just how daunting the end was over time, but not anymore, obviously. And now we have a home, and not a bunny over here, but that's fine. These things, this actually might kill me right here. No, it's not. JK. Nice. Okay. Please don't bother me. Thank you. And thank you, puppy, for helping out. So let's go inside of here and make this place into the home that it should be. The bed will go over here. And look out. Oh, okay. Yep, of course. Of course there's a little bit of a problem here. There we go. There it is. Nice. All right. I gotta definitely cover this all up with some torches over here that I don't have. So that's great. But you, I can't actually name you. I gotta make the name tag first. So let me make those name tags and get torches, because this could be bad. We're kind of getting right down to it here. There's not much resources like wood and whatnot that are left, other than obviously what I've used a lot of the time before. So as I have said before, one of the puppies I want to have when I'm older, a dog, I want to name it Ness. So that's what the name of this puppy over here is going to be. And then for the cat, we're going to name the cat something that I have previously named the Piplups in my Pokemon playthroughs. But this is the name that my cousin called me before he was able to pronounce Brian. He would call me Bobo. So that's going to be Bobo the cat. We have Ness the dog. And now we'll be able to actually sit in our home, rest up, have that be our spawn point, and now it can be all good in the hood. I'll probably light up the torches on the very top afterward to make it a bit more safe and away from enemies. Eventually, I will decorate this whole area with trees, but for right now, we have that. And Ness is up top, but Bobo the cat is right there, chilling downstairs. And then guarding me while I take this sleep right here is Ness. Thank you very much. Torch number 1, 2, and we'll go number 3. Cool, that should be plenty. Toss this right here. We'll put another torch right here, just for good measure. All right. Crafting table here. We'll put the furnace over here. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for now. We have to go back into the end, get another Ender Dragon head to place above the mantle. We have to fill out the map that's up top there and do plenty of more things in 101 things to do in Minecraft. But for right now, this is the home we have built. Pool, breakfast, nook, and all. I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, tuning in, and continuing to meow it out with me as always throughout 2020 and beyond. I appreciate you watching this series so far. There's more cool stuff to come, so get hyped for more Minecraft in the very near future. But until then, see you next time. Bye.